Am I the a-hole for subtly calling out my coworker for believing nonsense conspiracy theories? Little bit of background. I have this coworker I have been working with for around 2 months now. We work in a call center. We often engage in random chats in the little breaks we take between calls. Often about anything really. Movies, science, politics, sports, or anything like what you may casually speak to your coworker about. But after only a few conversations, I realized that my coworker, let's call John, is really deep into many conspiracy theories. Like everything. I'm talking flat Earth, fake moon landing. Hitler was painted out to be the villain. 9/11 was an inside job, etc. And even though I basically disagree with him on all of these, I'm always willing to hear him out. Mind you, I usually just nod my head and say something along the lines of, "That's pretty interesting, John." The problem is, anytime I give John some slight pushback on the things he's saying, he always shuts me down in 3 main ways. First, he'll say I'm too young to have a good opinion on these things because I'm 23. Take into account John is only 33 but acts as if he has the wisdom of a 80-years-old Buddhist monk. Second, he'll resort to saying I can't have a good opinion on things like the flat earth, for example, because I got my degree in IT. Therefore I am not qualified to speak on matters of physics or biology. An obvious logical fallacy he is making. You don't need to have a doctorate in physics to know reasonably well that the Earth isn't flat. Mind you, John also doesn't have a degree in physics but talks as though he does. And lastly, he'll always assume his opinion is superior to mine, as in his own words. Everything he talks about he has done at least 3 months worth of research on, which I highly doubt he has on most the things he speaks of. He'll often assume I know nothing of the topics we speak of, saying something along the lines of, "I know you haven't done as much research on this as me." How he has this knowledge that he has always done more research than me, I still don't know. Today near the end of work, that brings up the idea of LeBron James cheating on his wife and how we know he has, to which I simply said, "No, we don't know that, and you shouldn't talk as if that's some sort of fact," to which he retorted, "Oh, yeah, I forget you live in a fantasy world where you believe everything the mainstream media feeds you," to which I retorted, "Oh yeah, and I forgot you believe anything that you see online that goes against the grain," to which he got visibly upset and said that maybe we shouldn't talk if that's my perception of him after these past few months. Then proceeded to not talk to me for the last 10 minutes of his shift. Then walked out. I'm hoping he doesn't hold on to this and just speaks to me normally at work tomorrow. But if he is gonna give me the silent treatment and act like a child over a tame comment, I am certainly not gonna apologize for anything. Am I the asshole for calling him out for some of the foolish conspiracies he believes in, or is he being totally unreasonable?